Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, DezzieLunaTarot. Today's pick a card is all about finances and careers and kind of advice from Spirit about personal growth as well as finances. Just remember that I am not a financial specialist, nor am I any kind of professional, and I'm not a life coach or anything like that. So take what resonates and let the rest flow. It is up to you whether or not to apply any of this to your life. And with that, let's get into it. Pile 1 is Untitled Jasper. Pile 2 is Obsidian. And pile 3 is Amethyst. Remember to take 3 mindful breaths before choosing your pile. And let's get into it. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So today, like I said, we'll be focusing on finances. In this case, you picked the Unakite Jasper. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this represents a stone. This stone represents soothing the emotions of one who wears it, to quiet their fears and to increase mental toughness. You may be, maybe you're more of a sensitive person, but this stone is said to help basically bring out that assertiveness in you, that strength, that courage, peace, and reunion. And it's also a stone that helps balance the emotional body. The cards I used for your pick a card today was the Pastel Journey Tarot deck from Vanessa Semina, as well as the When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. The first card that popped out was the Justice card. The second was the Eight of Cups. And the third was the Emperor. Now, looking at these cards from a financial perspective, it seems that you may run a small business, or maybe you just got a management role, or possibly are the owner of a business. But either way, I feel like in this situation, the Justice card reminds me of what's fair is fair. And you may be dealing with an employee that recently, repeatedly, has been doing some things against your policies, against the business's policies. Maybe this is your first time dealing with kind of an unruly employee where no matter how many times you give them a talking to or you give them warnings, they just have not been really stepping up to the plate or correcting their actions. And this is a hard situation to deal with because we just came out of a financially troubling time with COVID. And, it's really hard to, it was previously really hard to get hired. But just know that it's a good market out there right now. And it's actually easier to find jobs. Jobs are opening up all the time now. And it's actually a really good financial season that's starting up. So know when to cut your losses. That's the Eight of Cups card, okay? This is stating to know when to walk away. You seem like, with the Emperor card, that you're a fair, charismatic leader, that you are a good boss, but you may be coming to the conclusion that, you know what, I might have to let go of this employee, or I might have to pass them on their promotion, or I may have to fire them altogether or transfer them to a different department. A difficult decision needs to be made, but I think it's a necessary one. The card at the back of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, and this just really reminds me of the fact that when we make difficult decisions, oftentimes they're for the greater good. And I think that you will see improvement in your company or improvement in the workplace once you let go of this specific employee, or once you make a difficult decision in this situation, whatever it may be. The Wheel of Fortune is all about how, there will be tough times, but those tough times always end, and there will be good times, and those good times will always come to an end. It's a revolving wheel. So this may be the end of a tough cycle for you, and just know that whatever decision that you go with and you decide to make, it's going to be okay. So the Knight of Cups is all about, since this is not a love reading, we're going to ignore the love portion of that and focus on financial and personal things. And this card represents letting your emotions guide you to where you need to be. If a situation feels off, then there's likely a good reason for it, and trust your gut feeling because your gut will never lead you astray. The next card was the Ace of Swords. So, aces in tarot are often of new beginnings, something new coming into your life. And this card represents exciting news, ignoring the noise coming from the media and other people, the negativity, and really it symbolizes a significant breakthrough coming your way. And with this new breakthrough, it's not of any spare chance. It's because you've been working hard. And this is shown with the Seven of Pentacles next. So this card talks about don't stop putting in the hard work that you've already put in. Even if the results are trickling in more slowly than you thought they would, as you can see, she is gardening and she has this bush behind her with the coins on it. And what happens whenever you're growing plants and all that stuff is it doesn't grow overnight, right? It takes time, it takes time to water the plant, to give it nutrients, the sunlight to give it nutrients. And, you have to make sure that the soil is good and that there's no infestation of bugs, kind of thing. And so it's slow work, but it is worth it. This card also comes with a warning about keeping any unsupportive people at arm's length while you work on your goals, because good vibrations bring good blessings. And having good vibrations around your business, around your finances, is essential. You'll soon be able to see the results from the efforts you've been putting in, and you will be able to reap those rewards. Again, the Three of Swords talks about letting things go. And again, it may really hurt your heart because you really care about your employees, you really care about your coworkers, your boss, you care about your family, your friends. It's really hard to fire somebody or let them go or reprimand them when you see them as an individual and not just a number, right? You've gotten to know this person, understand their situation, their life. And at the end of the day, you just have to realize that this may sound cold, but you have worked so hard to get where you are right now. And you did not deserve other people riding on your coattails to victory. They did not put in the work that you have. They have not put in the sweat, blood, the tears, to the sacrifices, the endless hours of grinding and toiling. You deserve to have a good work atmosphere. You deserve to have all of these financial blessings in your life. They do not deserve to mooch off of your goodwill, to mooch off of your blessings, and to take advantage of your niceness or to take advantage of your finances. And I know that this may be really hard to take in and really hard to accept, but honestly, at the end of the day, it will benefit you so much more if you really just make this difficult decision, whatever it may be, because if you keep this person around or this situation in place, it's just going to get more toxic from here. And it's not going to do anything good for you or your business or your finances or the other people around you. The last card that we have on the back of the deck is the Hanged Man. So this card is all about having a different perspective about a situation. So feeling as though you need to take a different outlook on something. I like to think of it as we may be stuck in our emotions and we may need to take a third person perspective to really see the situation and understand all of what is going on. Moving on to the Whispered Soul Tarot, or not tarot, but Oracle deck. The first card is the Insight card. The next card is Truth in Reverse. And Empathy in Reverse. So, what this is kind of telling me is that you have maybe recently gotten insight on a situation and what is really going on. Maybe this person or these people or in general were lying, or maybe this was just a deceptive situation. And I don't really think that this specific person has your best interests at heart. I don't think that they're on the same page as you, as everybody else, or as your friends and family and your very close loved ones. I really do think that they don't have as much empathy as you do. You are a very empathetic and caring and loving person. And I really don't think that they have the same morals and values as you do. The next cards that we have are Motivate, Clarity, and Emotion. So this really reminds me of you. I think that once you got the insight of the situation, you kind of gained more clarity about what to do, and or you will gain more clarity on what to do, because not everybody's intentions are the same as yours. And I think that when you remove this obstacle, situation, or person from the work environment or from your business or from your life, I think that you will gain more clarity on the fact that how toxic it was, and it will help you by removing this toxicity from your life. I think you will get your motivation back, and I think that your emotions will, it'll be like a weight was lifted off of your shoulders. And after you get past the feeling, maybe if you go through some kind of like feeling bad at first, I think that after that, once you get past that little bump, you will feel so relieved, and it'll just be a way more positive atmosphere. Because if you notice these cards, it goes from blues and purples to the Motion card is full of bright colors, oranges and whites and greens, and it's very bright and lively. It's a big bush of flowers. And I think that the workplace or the environment or your finances will really blossom after you have handled this situation. The back of the deck card was the Boundaries card. So, as an employer, as a boss, as a person in charge, you have to have boundaries with other people, and just in general. Just in general, it's good to have boundaries with people, because if we don't have boundaries with people, they essentially just walk all over us and do whatever they want to do with us. without even realizing it half the time. So it's healthy to set boundaries to prevent further situations or to help other people treat, like, help them. What am I trying to say? Basically, I heard this explained to me years ago. Basically, we allow people to treat us how they treat us. So if you're allowing somebody to do something, they'll keep doing it, type of situation. Does that make sense, group one? So if you have boundaries with somebody, you're essentially teaching them how to treat you, and you're teaching them how to respect you. So if you're a boss, you need to have those boundaries up at work so that they do respect you as a boss and they do recognize you as their authority and all that kind of good stuff. Because it's great to be a friendly boss, manager. Nobody likes to be disliked or talked about or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is your business we're talking about. This is your labor, your hard work, and I don't think that you should let the worry of what other people think about you get in the way of your goals and your success. But as of right now, group 1, that is all I have for you today. Remember to just take what resonates and let the rest flow. By no means am I ever trying to insult you or be mean or anything like that. I am simply passing on messages from spirit, and also I'm just trying to help you, and I really do care about you. I really do love you. Spirit loves you. Spirit will always have your back no matter what decision you make. And just know that this is a safe place where you can always come and hang out with us. So just leave a little feather down below to let us know that you are you chose group 1. And actually, I take that back. Put a star emoji, because you know what? You're a star, group 1. You're a freaking blessing to this earth, and you're a star. So leave a little star emoji if you are group 1. And if you're really feeling crazy about this channel, subscribe if you want to. But that's it for today, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is. Bye. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You picked the Black Obsidian, and this stone actually means power, protection, and grounding. It's a root chakra stone, which means it keeps you tethered to the here and the now. And it also has a sense of increased self-control, and it forces one to face up to your true self. It also is a powerful shield against negative energy and self-deprecating thoughts. So before we even get into the reading, this kind of gives me an insight that maybe you have a lot of negative self-talk, and this may not be great for your finances or your financial situation. But let's get into it. So I felt called by Spirit to pick 3 different piles for you. One is from the Moonology deck. The second one is the Pastel Journey Tarot. And the third one is When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. Alrighty, let's get into it. The first card that was pulled for you is Show the World the Real You. The second card was Meditate and Contemplate in Reverse. So this kind of reminds me of maybe some self-reflection is needed. Maybe you hide yourself from everybody or from other people, or maybe your friend group, and maybe you're afraid to express yourself, and maybe there's a bit of self-hatred or self-negative talk, and you may not be fully aware of this because maybe you are potentially not really a self-reflective person in a constructive criticism type of way. You may be aware of your faults, or you may be insecure about your faults, but instead of taking a positive self approach in how you improve yourself, maybe you're continuously putting yourself down. So on the back of the deck was "You are good enough" in reverse. This seems like you don't think that you are good enough to have a good financial career. And the reason I say this is because it's a financial reading. So that's making me think that maybe Spirit is trying to get you to understand that you do have a good future, a bright future ahead, but maybe you are continuously battling with self deprivating thoughts or feelings, and you're having a hard time getting past this. The next card is "Nothing is yet set in stone" in reverse. So maybe you think that everything is already laid out and there's nothing you can do to change your future or to get a positive future. But I'm here to tell you that that is wrong, pile 2. You can most definitely change your future. In fact, as soon as you start taking responsibility for your life and your actions is exactly the moment when you can start making changes. The next two cards that I felt called to show you that were at the back of the deck is "Your commitment is being tested," and also "Have faith in your dreams." So that makes me what automatically pops in my head with this is that I think that you have a dream, a goal in mind, something you've always wanted, and your commitment to that goal or to that dream is being tested. So ultimately, you may have gone through different obstacles and challenges, but don't take these obstacles and challenges as something bad. Take it as something that is strengthening your will towards your dream, because maybe Spirit is wanting you to realize that if these dreams or these goals were just handed out to you or given to you, maybe you wouldn't appreciate them as much as you do now if you were to get your dream because of the things you've gone through. And maybe if you had gotten your dream too early, then you would have wasted it. You know what I mean? And lastly, for the Moonology deck, your hard work is paying off. So don't stop trying. I know it may seem like a long journey, but every step you take is important. It is paying off. It is getting you towards your goal. Moving on to the Pastel Journey Tarot deck, the first card that popped out was the Strength card. The second card that popped out was the Justice card. The third one was the Princess of Cups. And then we have the Five of Cups. Let me just readjust here. And then the Three of Pentacles. All right, pile 2. So, what I'm getting from these cards and the order that they're in is that the Strength card is a card about being the bigger person, essentially. And it's easy to be rude or to use, for example, to use your power over others, but it's actually harder, and it takes more strength to come from a place of love, compassion, and patience. And I think that this may be talking about, it could be potentially talking about how you treat coworkers or family or friends, but I think it's talking about how you treat yourself, because the Justice card is about basically what's fair is fair, that type of thing, because it's about justice, right? But it's also about self examination and adjusting your stance if you realize that you haven't been considerate of others. And maybe if you haven't been considerate of, sorry, my computer just did a weird thing. I don't know what happened there. Um, that was weird. But if you haven't been considerate of others, and it's saying that, whatever self examination you're doing is going to be more accurate this time, because Spirit is telling you that cut out all the victimization, cut out all of the feeling bad for yourself, and really take a look at how you treat yourself and how you treat your other people and how you treat your loved ones. Take an objective point of view. Don't look at it from an emotional point of view. So, for example, I woke up and I was kind of grumpy this morning, and I go outside and I am walking down the street, and all of a sudden somebody passes by me, and they look at me, and it seems like they gave me a dirty look. So that upsets me, right? And I just keep walking, but I can't get it out of my head, right? So from an emotional point of view, that really hurt my feelings that this person gave me a dirty look for what seemed like no reason. But from an objective point of view, maybe it wasn't that they gave me a dirty look, but maybe they just have resting bitch face. And they didn't realize that we are going to make eye contact as they walk past. So that kind of puts it into a different perspective for you. Another example is I got passed up for a promotion at work. Well, what have I been doing lately at work? Have I really been putting in 110%? Or have I been gossiping about the boss to all of my coworkers and kind of only putting in 75% effort at work? Well, sometimes rumors can get back around to the person that they're about. So maybe the boss heard that and decided, even though I have all the markings to be promoted, so does this other person, but they don't talk bad about them. So they just got the promotion instead of me. If you start looking at things from kind of a third person perspective without defending yourself in the situation continuously and kind of look at it from other people's perspectives, you'll soon start to see that maybe people take you wrong because maybe sometimes you are doing things that are wrong, or maybe it's the other side of the argument, and maybe people are actually taking you wrong, but maybe there are some things that you can do to mitigate that. Or maybe there's some things that you can change in your habits to help you be a healthier person or have healthier finances. So the next card is the Princess of Cups. Upright, this is basically about being open-minded, and whenever you are more open-minded, you're going to be filled more with passion and imagination, and it even talks about being intuitive as well. So I think that maybe you might be in your head so much that you're cutting yourself off from your imaginative juices and your creativity, and you're kind of not allowing spirit to really move through you, or you're not allowing outside things from sparking creativity in you. And don't feel bad, group 2. I am not here to really put you down. I'm here to give you just a Sometimes it may seem mean, but I'm just here to tell you what Spirit wants to tell you, whether that's the cold hard truth or whether that's encouraging messages. But at the end of the day, anything that I say, take what resonates and let the rest flow. And you'll know what applies to you and what does not. Because not every single message in every reading is for every single person, because this is a large group reading. Additionally, on that point, whenever you are continuously putting yourself down or being negative, you can't really see the blessings that are around you. And you also are not in a vibrational state to receive blessings either and to manifest positivity, because manifestation works in a way where whatever vibrational state that you're currently in is the one that you're going to draw towards you. So, in the Five of Cups, this card is basically a card of choice and honesty. You determine how you feel about a situation. As you can see, she has 3 different cups that are spilled around her, but she also has a cup that's full of beautiful little, like, it looks like clouds and gems and different things. And that cup is still upright, and that cup is way prettier than the 3 that fell down. Yet she's still upset and crying over the 3 cups that fell down around her. And I think what this card is basically trying to express to you, group 2, is that you can sit here and, cry over spilt milk, or you can just go pour yourself another glass, or you can drink the other glass of water or soda or whatever was right next to you. And this kind of shows appreciation of what you have, appreciation of the blessings that you do have. And it's okay to be upset about a situation. We're only human, right? We have emotions for a reason. But I think the point behind this is to not dwell a very long time in those negative emotions, because at the end of the day, you have some beautiful things around you. You have some beautiful blessings in your life. And the 3 of Pentacles goes into it talks about being in a productive space. And honestly, this card, the 3 of Pentacles, seems like the end goal here. I think that once you have a really good look at yourself of, okay, I've made these mistakes, but you know what? Here's what I can do better. And here's what I'm doing right now that's bettering my situation. And once you kind of stop dwelling in the sadness, the anger, the mourning, and you start to make steps to move past this, I think that you'll be in a much better space to be able to create, to be able to really work on your projects that you want to work on. It also, 3 of Pentacles talks about collaboration with others, because at the end of the day, you don't have to do this alone. You can have a team behind you. You have support, Spirit loves you. Spirit's willing to support you in your endeavors and your dreams and goals. Spirit wants to support you. And if you call on Spirit to have somebody come into your life to help you with your project, Spirit will. Universe will. Because you can manifest help into your life. You can manifest positive connections into your life. And I think that a lot of this has to do with the fact that maybe right now you need an investor. Maybe you need somebody to bounce ideas off of that's not going to be a negative outlook on everything. Who you surround yourself with will greatly help you or hinder you in your life goals. I learned that the hard way, I come from a family that tarot readings are most definitely not their their cup of tea, and that's totally fine. So I don't talk about it with them. I talk about, my passion and excitement for tarot reading and creating this channel with some of my friends who actually do tarot readings themselves. So it's all about who you let in on your ideas. And I think that once you kind of get out of this negative pattern of almost self-sabotage, then you will start to see the fruits of your labor. Truly, truly, truly. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, and upright, this is a very blessed card. It's time to make a wish. Triumph and rewards are inevitably yours, as this is a highly favorable card. And this is really a good time to go after what you really want. You're effortlessly taking huge steps forward. So this is all about making improvements and strides towards your goals and your dreams. This is a very encouraging card. Alrighty, so now we're getting into the When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. The first card that popped out was Receptivity, and the second card was Desire in reverse. The third card was Abundance in reverse. I think this goes back to the original point, which is once you are able to start taking constructive criticism and using constructive criticism to better yourself and not taking it so personally, I think that you'll get your motivation, your passion, and your desire back to really get at it and to really keep charging away at your dreams and your goals, whatever financial dreams and goals those may be. And once that happens, you will be abundant in finances. And don't think that Spirit is purposely withholding finances from you, like, blessings from you. It's not that at all. It's just that whenever you're in a negative mindset, you can't see the blessings around you and you can't receive those blessings, right? It's all about being able to receive those blessings and to be appreciative of them. And Spirit can even sprinkle in some blessings along the way, to help you along. That's not unheard of either. But I really do think that you just need to be a little bit more receptive of, constructive criticism and also of the blessings that are already in your life. Pile 2. So the next cards we have are Divinity, Wisdom, and Truth. And then also this card, Limitless, popped out as well. So this really is a beautiful message because it's saying that Spirit has your back. And once you wise up and you are truthful with yourself in your mindset and being more self-aware, the possibilities are limitless. The last card, it was a bonus card actually, from the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle deck. I absolutely love this deck. It's so pretty. The back of the cards have a moon with all the runestone symbols on it. And the card that popped out was the Iwas rune. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm kind of bad at pronouncing things I don't know. But this rune is of transformation and testing. Basically, stripping away things that don't serve you anymore, mindsets, places, people, things, and allowing in its place something to grow stronger and something that's renewed. It's a rune of the yew tree, which is a symbol of age, endurance, and eternal life. And the symbol of the black cat on the card talks about that black cats often associate basically evil or negativity, but to many others, a black cat crossing your path is a sign that good luck is on its way and prosperity is near. So, this really leads back into perspective of situations. And I think that as soon as you kind of start seeing the black cats in your lives as not no men, a bad omen, but more of prosperity is on its way and prosperity is all around you in your life, then I think that you'll have a better time with your finances and you'll have a better time just in life in general. Well, pile 2, that's it. That's all I got for you. I hope that this reading really helped you. Just remember that take what resonates and let the rest flow, because at the end of the day, spirit does not want to insult you or to make you feel really bad. Spirit wants to help you, and so do I. And anything that spirit says is coming out of place of love and of caring. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are really crazy about it, then subscribe. But other than that, just leave a little black cat emoji in the comments down below to let me know that you picked pile 2. Thank you. Bye. Hey, pile 3, how's it going? So you picked pile 3, obviously, and you also picked the amethyst stone. This stone sorry, I cannot talk today. I was also having a hard time talking in the other piles. I am not really sure what is happening here, but I don't know. But anyways, I'm sorry. The amethyst stone represents tranquility and calm, as well as grounding yourself and opening the crown chakra. So it basically promotes love of the divine and encouraging selflessness and spiritual wisdom. So for your pile, I actually felt drawn to pick from 3 different piles for you. The first being the Moonology deck, and the third one being this manga tarot. It's called Mystical Manga Tarot. And I have never used this tarot deck before, actually, and I was really excited to use it. I love the artwork behind it. I love the style, and the cards are really pretty, and it just gives me like this really cool vibe to it. So I feel like you guys have this really cool vibe about you. You're very different, maybe eccentric, or I don't know, unique in some way, pile 3. And I'm really drawn to your vibes. You just seem like a really cool person. But, anyways, let's get into the reading. So, the first card that came out of the Mystical Manga Tarot deck, I can't talk today, is the 7 of Cups. The second card was the Justice card. And the third card was the Two of Wands. So, what I find really interesting about this spread is that you have so many options. You have so many options, Group 3. The world is your oyster, literally, because the 7 of Cups is all about having an overwhelming amount of choices and possibilities. And it's all about really diving deep into what do you want out of life? What's your wildest dream? Pick one, go for it. You know, justice is on your side. You pulled the Justice card and it's upright, which means that whatever happens, as long as you stay true to yourself, nothing can go wrong. Nothing will go wrong as long as you stay true to yourself. And the Two of Wands is about making a choice, being stagnant is what will essentially limit your abundance. But making a bold choice is what's going to drive your life forward in a positive way. And don't worry about making the wrong decision. There's no such thing as an incorrect choice at this time, because whatever you choose is going to be something that brings you blessings in some way. So basically, you have your pick. You can do whatever you want. You have limitless possibilities. Moving on to the Moonology card deck, we have Work Through Your Fears in reverse. So it seems like you already are working through your fears. And I think that the strongest fear possibly right now is, what if I make the wrong choice and go down the wrong career path? But I don't think that there's going to be any wrong choice on where you go. And communication is key, is the second card that came out. I think this has to do with communicating with your inner self on what your likes and interests are, really getting to know yourself. The third card that came out was, what do you need to release? And then also, a time to give rather than to take. And another card, conclusions are within reach. So this tells me that it seems like potentially there are some relationships or circumstances that could be weighing on you. So now's a time to be selfish. I know that sounds weird. I know. I'm sorry. But you seem like the type of person that's very thoughtful of others, that has put others in front of yourself for a long time. It could be family, could be friends. You could be used to taking care of other people, and maybe even at the detriment of your own self. But I'm here to tell you, it is not selfish at all to go after your dreams. It's not selfish at all to go after your wants, to take care of your needs. I remember that this somebody that I used to know, they almost didn't go for what they wanted because they were afraid of moving far away, because where they currently had lived, or not currently had lived, that's not proper grammar, um where they had lived was near people that they supported and that really depended on them emotionally. But at a certain point, you cannot live other people's lives for them. You can still be that emotional support for them if you want. We're in a time of cell phones and electronics, and we are able to actually communicate over the phone to people, and we're not stuck in a time where there's no communication if you live far away from somebody. And I know that it's not quite the same, but it's still an option. And I'm here to say that don't let the fear of taking care of other people hold you back. And also, don't use it as an excuse to cover up your own fears of going into a new environment or experiencing new things, because Spirit really wants you to live a full life. They want you to receive as much love as you've put out into the world. And I think that you're slowly coming to this decision yourself. And I think that maybe you needed a little push to say, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to focus on yourself now. You have put so much love and energy into other people or maybe other situations. It's time to focus on your own needs and your own finances and really save your money and go do whatever you want to do. If there's a business opportunity opening up and you want to take it, take it. Who cares if it takes you across the world or across the country or across the state, you know? I think that if there's a good opportunity and it aligns with who you are or what you want to do in life or your needs, your wants, I say go for it. The next cards that came out is look at the bigger picture. So, if you are really passionate about helping others, how can you help others if you're only spending all of your time helping a single person? So, I think of it like this. Think of taking the time to further your education or go after your career goals or go follow your passions as investing in yourself. When you invest in yourself and you really take care of yourself, you can further help other people. So if you look at the big picture, maybe you need to go do something that's a little bit out of your comfort zone to be able to help yourself and therefore help more people. The next card, it's in reverse, is your dreams need a practical plan. Since it's in reverse, this tells me that you have all this figured out. You already have a plan. You have a dream. You have a goal. You know what you want to do. It's just now it's time to actually make that decision, to actually do it, to go forward, to take action, because nothing is going to come of this situation if you don't take action. So now we have the card expectation in reverse. We also have insight in reverse, and receptivity is upright. Okay, so I'm really excited right now because I just did an extra card pulling for you because I was looking at the cards that I pulled before, the expectation in reverse, the insight in reverse, the receptivity, and then also the next cards, which are communication and connection with the tree, the family tree, the tree of life, right? And I was just thinking to myself, I couldn't, for some reason, get a good read on the expectation in reverse at first, but I just did an extra pull of cards for you, pile 3, to kind of clarify what this means. And I just pulled the King of Cups and then Seven of Swords along with some other cards, and I think I know what this means now. So the King of Cups represents emotional maturity and basically being balanced both in the masculine and feminine energies of yourself. And it could represent a love interest that's more mature than you, but that's not really what this reading is about. This is about financial, it's a financial reading, right? So this card also talks about how it signifies that the time has come for you to step up and be your own person. And the world needs you to inspire others who are still in the earlier stages of their journey. You have so much wisdom to share and kindness to teach. And that's so funny because I was talking about earlier how when you invest in yourself, you can help yourself to help others, right? And it says for the card, step into the energy of being the healer, teacher, and leader that you're intended to be. And then the Seven of Swords talks about how a lot is going on with you internally to make a decision. And as you take into account all the angles of the situation at hand, you're determined to remain resourceful and practical in your approach to life. It says that try new strategies towards overcoming personal or professional changes privately before sharing them with family and friends, because your family may not be as supportive towards your idea as you want them to be. And that makes so much sense for the expectation card in reverse. And the fact that it's a lioness on the front of the card, that just reminds me of the fact that maybe your mom, your parents, your family have different expectations for what they want you to do in life versus what you're actually doing or what you actually want to do. And the insight in reverse is telling me that you they don't have the insight into your mind, into your heart to know what is really good for you. They are looking at it kind of from, not gonna lie, don't shoot the messenger, but honestly, kind of a more survival type of way. They've depended on you for a long time, your family has. And so, with you potentially moving away or chasing your dreams or going after your goals and achieving them, that's kind of scary for them because they're like, oh, well, where does that leave us? But the thing is that they're their own independent people. They're their own people and they need to learn how to take care of themselves without relying so much on you, pile 3. And the receptivity card, I think that you're very receptive to their opinions and what they think of you, and I think that you're very receptive to their negativity, and I don't think that's great for what you are trying to do here. So I think that it's a good thing for you to kind of keep your goals and your dreams to yourself so that any negativity that friends or family may throw your way about leaving or maybe chasing your dreams or going after your financial goals or something like that, don't let that spoil your mood, spoil your passion for what you want to do. And the next card is communicate and connected. So the communicate card, the elephant is said to be symbolism of being very wise, right? They're a very intelligent animal. They remember things forever. And we have the connected card with the tree as well. So, with this card and the communicate card, I think that maybe you should, when you feel ready and when you feel that you have all your ducks in a row and you have a plan that you're going to take, maybe communicate to your family some needs or boundaries that need to take place so that you're able to achieve your dreams and goals. And I would do this carefully. The elephant is a very careful animal as well, and they have a good memory and they're very wise. And I think that you should approach this in a way to where maybe you might need to be a little bit political about it, right? So, what I mean by that is be tactful in how you communicate with them and tactful with how you share your ideas or share your plan or goal. Maybe you're trying to go to college, or maybe you want to join the military, or maybe you want to start your own business. But either way, just remember that unfortunately, everybody may not share the excitement that you have, and just be prepared to not let their lack of excitement bring you down. And if they are excited for you, celebrate with them, you know? But either way, just make sure that you're looking out for yourself too. Group 3, I just wanted to add that along with the additional cards that I pulled for your group, I got the 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So the 4 of Pentacles talks about how you've put your self control to fair use and you've built up some good safety nets around yourself. Continue to plan for the future and to plan for your dreams and reach your goals because having built a foundation of knowledge and money and asset, you're able to take a little bit more risks in life than the average person or than your neighbor. And basically, don't be afraid to take these risks and to embrace change in your life and to have a leap of faith in the direction that you want to go because it'll definitely be worth it. The 8 of Swords talks about how you are kind of bound in a situation right now and you're feeling trapped. The key thing about this card is that you know what you need to do to get out of this sticky situation. It's just going to be a hard decision to make. The 8 of Wands and the 10 of Wands talks about how life is going to start moving at a faster pace. Opportunities are going to be kind of flying at you from different angles. Don't let the weight of other people's responsibility hold you back. Don't let it hold you back from these opportunities that are coming your way. The Six of Cups shows how you have grown so much as a person from the person you used to be, the person that you were, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, however long it was, even 2 weeks ago. You're different. You have grown and blossomed into a beautiful person. And now it's just time to reap those benefits. Pick that fruit that you've grown from all your hard work. So, lastly, I have some affirmation cards that I picked for you. And the cards are: I'm growing, I am grateful, I am balanced, and I'm happy. And the last one is I am spiritually protected. So I love this pile 3. I absolutely love it because I talked about how you have grown into such a beautiful person, and that you are balanced in both the masculine and feminine energies. And you are spiritually protected. So whatever you decide to do, it's important for you to just make a decision and go with it. And stop thinking so much about other people, because you know who has to live your life? You do. Nobody else has to live your life. Nobody else is going to live your life for you. And at this point in time, you have so many beautiful opportunities coming your way. Don't let other people take those opportunities from you or prevent you from taking them. I know that in some communities and cultures and family environments, it's very much a sacrifice yourself for the greater good, for the group, you know. But the problem with that in some situations is it prevents people from living the life that they could live. And the thing about that is what some people don't understand is when individuals invest in themselves, they don't forget about their family. They oftentimes come back and they help their family out. So I think that this would be a beautiful opportunity for you to really thrive and accept these blessings, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to go out there, you're going to receive these blessings, and you are such a beautiful soul. I know that you're not going to forget your roots. I know you're not going to, you know, you going after your dreams is not abandonment of your family. Whether they think so or not, it really is not. And I think that in times like this, especially, so many people lost so many small businesses and different things during COVID, and now things are opening back up again. So there's some really good employment opportunities opening up and really good financial opportunities that are opening up as well. Whatever you decide, Spirit does have your back, and Spirit will always love you. And I just wanted you to know that. And I'm very happy that you picked my video of all videos that you could have watched for your tarot reading. I hope this message really helped you in some way. Just remember to take what resonates and let the rest flow, because this is a general reading for a lot of different people. And either way, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is. If you liked this video, then leave a thumbs up. And if you hated this video, leave a thumbs down. But either way, if you are feeling really motivated, you can always leave a little rose emoji down below or a tree emoji to let me know that you picked pile 3. I hope you just have a good day or night. Okay, bye.